Hello everyone, MessyPlays here, back at it again. How you doing today? This is the Lego movie, the video game based on the building blocks. That was my elbow, by the way. It's alright. I remember the controls from Lego Batman. The film is really good. What's with this music? This music isn't from the film. It just sounds a bit awful. Already really repetitive, god. I haven't played this before, by the way.
Well, if robots won't work, then I've got another idea. Deploy the pointed laser.
Keep out of the way of the beam. Jump over if you have to.
Oh, can't you do anything right?
So J is jump, H is hit. I think they've actually changed these controls from Lego Batman.
What are you doing?
So,
when we get back to the office,
in the series of games they've made, I'd say this is about the 10th, maybe?
Automatons, deadly beams of light. What
Can I build this, or does it want me to change?
That doesn't look like an approved building set.
Alright, here we go. So we are playing as Vitruvius, William Shakespeare and Cleopatra, I think. Okay, only female characters can jump high. Why is that?
Quickly, jump onto the launch button.
Now, Lego Batman didn't have the character wheel. Obviously, there was only 2 playable characters, so it kind of shows you how far along they've come.
You missed me. You guys are the worst.
The thing about this game is,
robots and lasers can't
kind of separates it from all the other ones, and people are begging for this, and I think it has its strengths and weaknesses. Is that the complete design of the game is Lego. Now, everyone has been clamoring for that, and I've seen a bit of this game played before, and a lot of it looks very generic, and it's because they've got to like realistically build it with usable pieces that it probably is a lot more laborious to design a level. With the other games, like, you know, the Lego Batman ones, particularly the second and third ones,
we're gonna try the laser again.
a lot of the levels look realistic, and then they've got these kind of destroyable elements which are made of the bricks, and it just helps kind of keep things flowing, because you know, okay, this is destroyable, this isn't. You know what to focus on, whereas in this you can get confused. The levels look a lot more boxy, and I don't know, I just think both have their strengths and weaknesses. But I don't see the point of being a purist and saying, oh god, I want every element to be Lego, or it's not really Lego, you know. How do you jump again? There you go. Why is it females can jump higher? I don't think that's not supported by any physiological fact.
I didn't even flinch that time.
Leave this to me.
Look at me, Vitruvius. I'm quaking in my massive, powerful
Okay,
boots.
what can I do?
Except I'm not. I'm actually being sarcastic, because I am completely unconcerned by you.
Oh, okay. I'm master
Just where I
baiting, building, even. Guys, I'm going to kind of make a rule from now on. I'm going to skip those cutscenes, just because it that probably could really jeopardize my account if they get flagged for copyright. Those are the kind of stuff that would take down. So yeah, I'm going to skip those. I'm sorry. Watch the movie because it's worth seeing, and I'll explain any kind of plot holes we may encounter. But I'll leave the opening because I think the opening's online. Like they might not be too fussed about that. But yeah, I didn't realize they were going to play. Like, why put clips in from the movie? I mean, isn't that the point of the Lego game? Is that it's kind of replicating the joy of Lego? So when they make their own cutscenes, kind of stupid. Did they get Chris Pratt for this? Follow this green studs. Okay, let's get in the car. Let's get in the car. Now driving is. Oh, okay. Now they got to accelerate. The driving in Lego Batman is very weird. It's basically like, I don't know a good comparison, like Micro Machines. Like you can't change the camera angle, and you don't accelerate, you press forward. Okay, I think I've got to go this way. Okay, nice. The music's really weird. It's very sterile. I think that's something to do with the film, but never mind. How do I get in here? What am I meant to do? The bricks clearly go in there. Okay, let's sort that switch out, eh? So yeah, like the design of this level, it kind of looks a bit crappy. Like, Lego games surprisingly have good graphics now. But with this, it kind of looks dated. Because it looks like a kind of pixelated game from the 90s. Like I said, I'm not for...
Hey, you two! It's almost home time and you still haven't built the board for this house. Go grab the assembly instructions from the delivery tube.
So that was basically the construction scene cutscene. They imply that everyone kind of follows a kind of a similar rhythm. Nobody's really distinguishable. They're all like influenced by pop music and crappy reality TV shows. I'm not sure what the film was getting at, but basically I think it's, I don't know, that nobody's a community anymore and everyone's just obsessed with themselves. Maybe it's kind of narcissistic. Get out!
I do.
So weird. So they did Chris Pratt. Okay. Everything is awesome. Why do these games have constant controller issues? I need to buy an Xbox controller, I guess. What's this? Find the instructions. Oh, there they are. Am I partnered with a woman? Of course. Why can she jump higher? This is so sexist.
Excellent instructions. Now we have purpose.
Yeah, so everyone follows the instructions basically. Yeah, that's kind of it. The point of the film is that working to a blueprint that's too rigid doesn't give you any zest in life.
All right, now get that board.
And it's the same with Lego. You shouldn't always just build what they tell you to build. What am I doing? Okay. What is this? This is completely new.
Now that is one porchy porch. Not a brick out of place. Okay, you guys are needed over on the other side of the site. I'll give you a lift.
Whoa!
So I was trying to get into before. The flames out of Mr. Businessman's
About time.
hat
So nice of you to grace us with your presence.
were plastic.
I need you pair to do some deconstruction. So grab a drill from the equipment.
But they've changed that for Lego Batman. It has actual fire effects, has actual water effects, and how do I feel about that? Are you asking me? Well, I'm going to tell you. I think it's okay. Like, the first film had this kind of really strict... I want to try and get the right word. Adhesion? Like, it really adhered to the fact that everything was made of Lego. But when you get to the ending and you realize it's kind of a display stand, he wouldn't probably make the water out of bricks. Like, wouldn't he just make it out of resin or something? Like, he's making it as like a diorama. And I thought the Lego water effects looked weird. They tried to make it look really stop motion-y, and even when they were underwater, it was just water anyway. Like, it was kind of awkward. But they didn't know what to do. So with Batman, they just said, look, he's swimming in water. And there's dolphins in it and stuff. It's like, that looks okay.
Right,
I think both effects
needs
work.
tearing up. And that pink house over there? It's all kinds of crazy. It doesn't fit in. Just drill out those walls and the whole shebang will collapse.
So they got Chris Pratt in for like 5 lines, I'm guessing. Can I drill here? Oh well, at least they're properly, like, destroying stuff. It's kind of epic. Awesome. So yeah, early in the film they're destroying everything that looks weird. And you find out there's kind of like a meta reason for this. Now, this is interesting because I've been thinking about this because I'm a nerd, but...
Don't forget to smash up the garden, too, huh?
It would be hard...
all wacky.
It would be hard to make a sequel to the Lego Batman. It would be hard to make a sequel to the Lego movie, and it's hard for me to explain why. But basically, the film's about imagination. It's not about Lego, and it's kind of metaphorical battle that the son has against his father for not being allowed to play with Lego the way he wants. So, what's he called? Emmett. Emmett obviously isn't alive. The Lego world isn't real. He imagines it's real to symbolize this fight he's having with his father. It's like rebellion. So by the end of the movie, you realize this whole action sequence is fictional rebellion. So then you understand why it's happening. So with the sequel, what action could Emmett be going through that isn't being imagined by the son? So what would happen? Is he going to go like to different planets or something? Because if you go by the first movie's logic, the son would have to be kind of imagining that's happening. And then when you realise it's not taking place, it's just the son kind of daydreaming, then you're like, well, what's the fucking point? You could have like another existential threat to them. The crazy glue was kind of real. But then, how do you replicate that? Like, is the basement going to get flooded or something and they're going to see water everywhere? Like, how do you do it? Because if you just ignore it and you get into the sequel and, like, Emmett's there and, like, Star Wars characters are landing, we've got a mission for you on Tatooine, you're going to be like, well, is this just going to completely ignore what happened at the end of the first film? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Because it's really hard to explain what I mean. But I'm trying to say, like, I don't think a sequel works because they're really not left a lot of avenues. The Batman movie just ignored it completely. And what the fuck am I doing? Yeah, the Batman movie just said, look, fucking, it's Batman, he's in Gotham. There wasn't even a Gotham section in the first film, so you just ignore it. You just ignore everything.
Those drills.
In Lego Batman, he didn't really acknowledge the fact that he could go through different worlds or wild style or anything like that. So yeah, they're just kind of, don't think about it, don't think about it. Okay, he's opened the gate, right. Tally-ho. I like how Emmett moves faster. Now you may notice his movements are unlike traditional Lego games. What they did was a film, because they've made animated Lego movies before, but what they do is they bend their arms, like they clap their hands, and they Miller and Lord and Miller. What they did was they said, right, Legos aren't going to act in a way that they're not able to, so when he walks, none of these legs don't joint. Like, he's just, you know, his legs are moving forwards and back. His hands, I think they're just shoulders move, because you can pull their shoulders out, but they don't bend their arms. So, like, there's a kind of real strict adhesion, is that right? Is that correct? Adhesion to Lego principles.
I'm on a schedule here, you know.
So yeah, that's like unlike every other Lego game.
Yep.
Wow, it moves a lot faster.
All the way.
Stuff like this was so slow in Lego Batman.
Alright, you're there. Hey, I just moved.
I'll try and play every Lego game if I can.
If you did, do it some more.
They're really not letting Chris talk, so I'm guessing he didn't have a lot of dialogue in this. Seems weird that he's only had like 3 lines so far. What? Trying to figure out what the hell's going on. I'm not big on collecting the studs, mind. I'll just get what I pick up, but it takes so long to platinum these games. Okay, we've got to push that.
That's it. Back it up.
It's funny, I found the second one easily, and that one was right in front of me.
Hey, those wrecking ball instructions were in my back pocket. I am getting for...
Give me a second. Oops. Okay. Right, I gotta accept. Okay. There you go. There you go.
Looks like that's only half of them. I must have left the rest on top of the building. I'm sure someone up there picked them up.
This game runs great, by the way, and it's kind of recent. It's 2014. I'm getting like 1,000 frames a sec or something, so
How long have I been sleeping?
I don't know why.
And I'm late for my coffee break.
Lego Batman, you know, I was only averaging like 30 frames, I think. So they must have optimized the hell out of this game. Maybe. I don't really know what I'm talking about. PC games are just... they're a necessary evil for me. They record a lot easier. You might notice when I do PS4 recordings, I'm using the inbuilt recorder and shit will just go wrong for no reason.
We'll need to reverse that conveyor belt if you want to get up to the roof. So, you got any idea how to get to the switch?
I love how Chris just isn't talking. Well, Emmett. Huh? Oh, nice. Okay. How do I switch to her? There you go.
Yeah, we did it!
What's funny is, in the film, Emmett doesn't have any friends, and that's kind of the major point of the film, is that he has no friends. Okay, I think I did something. Wow, I'm running like crazy. That's how they should run naturally.
Hey, can you tell those guys their break was over like 10 minutes ago? Yeah, and also tell them I do not appreciate being locked out of the coffee cabin.
Hello! Your break's over. They're ignoring me.
Then find another way to get them out of there.
He must have had like 10 minutes of dialogue recorded in this game. He's had 2 lines so far. So yeah, anything else I can blab on about? Yeah, really well optimized. Looks good. Like I said, I can take or leave the kind of everything's a brick philosophy. Lego fans are they're kind of culty, aren't they? Oh, that's cool. Could they not play Everything Is Awesome? Did they not get the rights?
Hey, listen, you haven't seen the instructions for a wrecking ball around here, have you?
Yeah, I did. Hey, you get those lazy clowns out of that cabin and they're yours.
It's weird because Chris has voiced a lot of Lego characters. He does Emmett, and then he does... Oh, what's he called? What is he called? Out of Jurassic World. It's called Dale or something like that. Owen. And weirdly, he doesn't voice... Oh, what's he called out of Guardians of the Galaxy? Groot. What's the main guy called? Anyway, he doesn't voice him. But that'll probably happen if they put him in like a new Guardians. They'll probably make a Lego Guardians of the Galaxy. They'll make one about space. I have a love-hate relationship with those games because I really like the first Avengers game, and then the second one was just trash. They got this whole... Can they not get the rights to the Everything Is Awesome song? What am I meant to do? Yeah, so... The second game, it kind of brought the new Marvel philosophy, which is ignore everything that is an MCU. So X-Men were cut out, and they were a huge factor in the first game. There was a lot of cool X-Men characters, and they were completely gone from the second game. So can you play as the... Alright, so I was talking about Marvel Avengers 2, which I don't think was called Avengers 2. What was it called? Was it just called Marvel Avengers, and the first one was like Marvel Superheroes or something?
Now
yeah,
take a big swing and knock down that eyesore.
they got rid of X-Men characters. They got rid of, well, Spider-Man wasn't in it to begin with, and you're just like, come on, man, like.
And again.
I know they got this whole fucking argument with Fox because they made a bad business deal, and now the only people they're punishing is the fans of the characters.
And just
like the fans who support Marvel by buying the Fantastic Four comics, the X-Men comics. And I'm not talking about recently because the sales probably aren't that good, but for decades. Sorry. They're just taking a shit in the face, and they're just like, we know you like these characters, but fuck you because we made a bad business deal with Fox, so you're not allowed to play them again. And it's like, who are you really hurting there? You think Fox gives a shit? Like, Fox knows what they're doing, and what they're doing is like intentionally pissing in Marvel cereal bowl. They know how badly they want them characters back. And you think it wasn't coincidence they made a terrible Fantastic Four movie? I think it's coincidence they kind of slashed the budget and the shooting schedule and completely hacked the film to pieces, cut out all the action scenes they wanted to add. That wasn't coincidence. They wanted the film to be bad because it helps to piss Marvel off. I feel like keeping them rights as a bargaining chip for later on is worth more to them than the short-term profits of a film that they knew would never do well anyway. This is kind of interesting. I don't know what you stand to lose here, just the studs. Lego characters tend not to die. Oh shit. Sorry. They're putting a lot of the film in here. You pretty much got the whole film, I'm guessing. A lot of characters. So I think it was kind of Warner Brothers Entertainment that made the first Lego game, and that was Lego Batman. Like, there's been Lego games before that, but the first kind of game in the genre of like platforming with a license. So I wonder if that's why Warner Brothers have kind of special consideration. They made the Pirates of the Caribbean game, that's Warner Brothers. They made the Batman whatever games, they're DC, that's owned by Warner Brothers. What else did they make? Harry Potter, of course, that's huge, Warner Brothers again. Lord of the Rings, that's Warner Brothers. They made The Hobbit, that's Warner Brothers. And then you got some other ones, which is like Indiana Jones. I'm not sure who owns that. That'll be Disney now. And they make the Marvel games, so that's Disney. So that's the only kind of chance you would ever get at a crossover game, but from what I hear, like, Marvel doesn't like supporting DC in any way. Like, they don't want to promote their brand in any way. Right. Whereas DC are kind of open to it. Okay, so we're playing as Wild Style. I'm guessing she's going to find Emmett. What's this? Okay, is this free play? You usually can't select all the characters until free play. Whoa, what's going on? Just select her. God damn. There you go. I'll tell you what, I'll leave it there and I'll get this started on a new video. I hope you enjoyed this, guys. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe. Give me some studs. Give me some love. Whatever. But I hope you have a good day and take care. Catch you next time. Goodbye, guys.